What's good, YouTube? Before you get to the video, make sure you check out analysisplayground.com. Here you can find NBA tributes, rookie analysis, and NBA breakdowns. And also, make sure you subscribe to the email. That way you can get free updates to the website so you don't have to check every day. What's good, YouTube? I'm about to start off with the honorable mentions. We got Gordon Hayward, Rudy Gay. They both dominant players, good scorers, good post scorers, good all-around player. And Rudy Gay, Gordon Hayward, he can pass, he can rebound, he can score, and he shot efficient, but he ain't going to make the list. Probably next year when somebody fall out of the list. But right now I got Gordon Hayward and Rudy Gay just now missing the cut. I wanted to put Gordon Hayward in there bad, but I couldn't. Number 5, Carmelo Anthony, just a dominant scorer. Anytime you can score 25 points a game in a season, we all know how hard it is. And Carmelo Anthony make it look easy. He gonna have his work cut out for him next year though, because his team is not that talented, and he gotta do more. He gotta be more than just a scorer next year. He gonna have to be still a good rebounder. He gonna have to work on his passing to get everybody involved and working out the double team. And he gonna have to add more to his game. He became a better 3-point shooter. He became a good, still a dominant mid-range shooter, and he's still good in the post. So Carmelo Anthony's still gonna be a top 5 small forward, but he slid to the 5 position. He on the brink of falling out. Number 4, Kawhi Leonard. I wanted to have him higher, but I couldn't because I had to Paul George. I had to put Paul George ahead of him because Paul George was a franchise player and he's an all-star, and he got to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. So I gotta get, and he was the #1 option on the team. So I gotta get an edge to Paul George at number 3 over Kawhi Leonard, because Kawhi Leonard had a chance to be the #1 option in the playoffs, and he declined efficiency-wise, and he just couldn't dominate a game offensively. So Kawhi Leonard is on the brink of being a top 3 small forward, but he just got to get a little more confidence and a little more takeover ability, and I can see him being the #1 small forward once LeBron get older and once KD exit his prime. Kawhi Leonard is only 23, 24 years old, so he probably could be the best, but if not for Paul George in the future. Number 3 is Paul George, just a dominant player, dominant defender. He do need to improve his efficiency. He's a streaky shooter and a streaky scorer. Sometimes he get to the paint, sometimes his jump shot just don't be falling. So he need to get more to the free throw line, and he does need to work on his playmaking just a little bit more. But he don't have to do it as much because they got Monte Ellis and George Hill. So Paul George right now is number 3. Even though he had an injury, he came back in the ending of the season and was pretty good so far. So I think he's gonna be better. And he said his goal this year is to win MVP. That means he added a whole lot to his game and got a whole lot better. So I see Paul George being the number 3 best small forward in the NBA. Number 1 and 2 is tied. I think KD, after putting up 32, 7, and 5 on 40% shooting and 39% from the 3, and last year still dominating over 50%, he's just as efficient as LeBron. He's a better shooter than LeBron, and he's an overall better scorer. LeBron is probably a better all-around player, but I think they're both equal at this point after KD won that MVP with 32, 7, and 5 on 50 and 39% from the field. So I think KD is just as much of a complete player, but he's just a better shooter because he shoot better from 3. He's a better mid-range shooter, and he gets to the free throw line just as much. So I think 1A and 1B is the same. Whoever the #1 small forward is, LeBron and KD. Is not one order because KD is on the same level as LeBron. I think they both 10 out of 10s, and I think Anthony Davis is closing into that 10. Anthony Davis is a 95. Kevin Durant is one of the most complete players in the NBA since last year, so I give him a 10. I give LeBron a 10. LeBron declined efficiency-wise, his mid-range shooting declined, and his three-point shooting declined. He set the worst record for three-point shooting in history in the playoffs this year. So LeBron is not just a better player than KD no more. I think it's even, or I think KD plastered because KD just as efficient. He makes just as good, not as good as LeBron, but he's the same amount of rebounder. He's a better scorer and he's a better shooter. So I actually got LeBron number 2 and KD number 1 after that 32, 7, and 5 season last year. If KD can come back healthy, I actually think KD is the best player in the league after what he did these last 2 years. And if he can come back and win 60 games, I think he might get MVP again. But I think Cleveland going to win 62. So I think that it's a tie between KD and LeBron. But I'm going with KD after last year. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out. Let me know what you guys think.